Okay, guys, so we are at our 34-week checkup appointment. So we're going to go get an ultrasound, and then we're going to take that report to the doctor and see how baby Bella is growing. So prayers for that everything goes well. We'll keep you guys posted. So after this appointment, we start going to weekly appointments because I'm 35. So I'm geriatric pregnancy. Rude. Whatever. But we're super excited because we get to see our little girl every week. Until she gets here. So that's the positive of being an old woman who's pregnant, according to them. I still feel young as a buck, but whatever. Are you excited?
You don't look a day over 21, babe.
That's my husband.
Yep.
What are you eating, Kyle?
Chick-fil-A breakfast.
What is it?
Egg white grill. So we do that if we need something quick. Basically egg white grill with no cheese, less fats, super yummy and super good.
Yep, so if you need a quick on-the-go breakfast, like you said, egg white grilled, no cheese, saves you a little fat calories. We do that kind of often, so yeah, we'll keep you guys posted. All right, guys, so we just got done with our ultrasound and doctor's appointment. This is our 34-week appointment, and Bella is head down still. So we're super excited about that. We're going to do all we can to not flip her this next few weeks. But she was super active on the ultrasound. She was opening her eyes, which is the first time we've ever seen her open her eyes. So it was super sweet. And then she was sticking her tongue out at us, which, where is it? Yeah, there she is, sticking her tongue out. We've never seen her do that either. He's going to show you guys
I
the
also
one.
did the Karlie face.
Oh my gosh, that is the Kyle face.
No, that's a Karlie face.
Get out of here. There's her eyes open. So super sweet. So we do start weekly appointments because I'm old. But the perks is we get to see our little girl every week.
Yep.
From here moving forward. They didn't measure her today, so we don't know how much she weighs or how long she is, but we'll find that out next Tuesday. So yeah. Do you have anything?
Nope. Just weekly appointments. Here we go.
Super excited.
Alright guys, so we're going to do a quick video just kind of going over Karlie's pregnancy. So this is going to maybe help kind of give you a glimpse of what her 35 weeks so far have looked like. So we're going to do a little Q&A style. So stay tuned and hear what she has to say. Alright, you ready, Karlie?
Ready.
Alright. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions, kind of just curious. So people who are watching this might have a few questions on like what your training and everything's looked like. So first question is, what did your training and nutrition look like before your pregnancy?
Before I was pregnant, I was doing CrossFit 6 days a week and PBK, not a lot of PBK, probably not any PBK really. But yeah, I was training 6 days a week. My nutrition has stayed the same the whole time. My nutrition really doesn't sway much. I'm pretty consistent. So yeah. About 150 grams of protein. I think it's what, 200?
Probably about 200 to 220 grams of carbs.
2 to 220 grams of carbs. And then I usually keep my fats pretty low, like maybe 45, 50.
Yeah. I'd also say, like, yes, you were doing CrossFit, but how many, like, you were doing accessory training, like, before CrossFit a lot of times, too, which was similar to the stuff that you were doing for PBK, but you were just using CrossFit probably more for your conditioning.
Yeah, I was doing CrossFit more for the cardio and conditioning, and then I was still doing stuff like this. Right now I'm warming up to do some back and biceps, but I would still do like 30 minutes of like back and biceps or 30 minutes of shoulders or 30 minutes of chest and triceps in a leg day too. So.
All right, so how did you change your workout since you found out you were pregnant?
I asked my doctor if I could keep doing what I was doing, and she said, whatever you've been doing, keep doing. So I went full force with that, and honestly, for the first, I really didn't change anything at all for the first maybe like 25 weeks. I have a pregnancy diary, so I could look back at it, but I didn't change anything for a really, really, really long time. My doctor said if I had been doing it, keep doing it. So I did that. I did all things CrossFit and still did my bro lifting.
Yeah. And you're probably, I'd say towards the end of your pregnancy, you've done a little bit more PBK and.
Yes. Like I would say since week 28, I got put on an ab restriction. So I couldn't do any ab work. And CrossFit is a whole lot of core and ab work. So during that time around week 28, I started doing more PBK and just taking out the ab circuit. And then besides that, I didn't really change much even up until then.
Yeah. We'll also put like a little snippet of like a bunch of your workouts and stuff that you filmed throughout your pregnancy process in this video that you guys kind of see. She's still doing bar muscle ups and doing all this crazy stuff. So
I was doing that till like 24 weeks,
Yeah.
and then I stopped doing bar muscle
she's
ups.
still
So
doing crazy stuff. So
I can still do keeping pull-ups right now, though, and I'm
you did a strict pull up the other
35
day.
pull, or I'm 35 weeks right now.
You did a strict pull up the other day too.
Yeah,
so.
it was not great form, but I did.
Hey,
it.
you got it. Question number 3: has your nutrition changed at all throughout your pregnancy?
In the beginning, when I first found out I was pregnant, I was pretty nauseous. And so what I did in the mornings when I first woke up, when I first found out I was pregnant, is I would have some fruit to level out my blood sugar because I feel like that made me less nauseous. So I would do like a banana or an apple or an orange when I first woke up. And then in the beginning, I would eat a little bit of carbs before bed to try to keep me from getting that morning sickness as well. I never threw up, but I did have that nausea all the way till week 12. But ever since week 12 forward, my nutrition has went back exactly to what it was before I was pregnant. If anything, right now, the further along I've gotten, it is really hard for me to eat all my food because Bella is so high. I have no room to fit anything else in here. But I do, like, I'll eat half my meal, take a break, and then finish the other half like a few minutes later once I've kind of let it settle a little bit. But besides that, it really hasn't changed much at all. I've really enjoyed everything about it.
So calorically and macro wise, you're saying pretty much what you were before.
Yes, yeah. I totally disagree with the whole eating for 2 thing. I don't think that's valid. I think that is maybe just an excuse for people to eat more or eat bad.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion.
So have you had any weird cravings with your pregnancy?
No, the only craving I've had is sugar or fruit. So I crave sugar more. So I try to counteract that with fruit. So I'll eat more fruit than normal, probably is the only thing I would say. But no weird cravings, no ketchup and pickles or anything weird like that.
Cool. All right, so question 4. Do you feel like working out has made your pregnancy easier or harder?
Working out, oh, for sure easier. For sure. Honestly, the days that I feel my best are the days I work out. The days I feel my worst are the days that I don't work out. I just feel more sluggish, and I'm for sure more swollen on the days that I don't work out, probably just because of lack of circulation. I'm not moving as much. But I honestly can't imagine going through pregnancy without working out. I think I'd be a mental basket case.
Yeah. As her husband, I will say she is much happier when she gets to work out. So.
But I feel better, and I think that it's helped me not gain as much weight either.
Yeah. How much weight have you gained total so far?
The doctors say I've only gained 20, but my scale shows like 24. So we're going to go with like 24.
Yeah.
And Bella's weighing like 5 pounds right now. So.
Yeah. I'll be curious to see how quickly you go back to your previous weight.
Yeah, me too.
Final question here. What's your plan once you have Bella, which is going to be our little girl's name? What will your workouts look like, and how will your nutrition change?
Workout wise, I guess it just depends on if we have any complications when we have Bella. Prayerfully, we do not. I want to avoid a C-section. So if I can have her naturally, I would try to just ease back into workouts, probably do more bro lifting out there in the gym, and then probably start back with PBK, then slowly transition back into CrossFit. As far as nutrition, I'm a creature of habit. I don't plan on changing anything with my nutrition. I love my foods that I eat. It's worked for me for almost 10 years by now, so I'm a firm believer, and if it doesn't, it's not broke, don't fix it.
Go into, because I know you plan on breastfeeding, so kind of go into calorically how that'll change just a little bit with breastfeeding.
So anytime you're breastfeeding, you're supposed to eat 500 more calories than you were eating prior to breastfeeding, and most people don't eat enough calories as it is. I definitely do, just because I know exactly how many my body needs. So as far as my nutrition for me personally, I'm just going to add 500 calories to my current, what are we at, like 2,200 calories for me?
Probably 21 to 22.
Yeah, so I'll just add 500 calories to that. And that is merely just for milk production, guys. So like, in order for you to produce adequate milk and a healthy milk for your baby, you need to be making sure you're eating enough, especially protein, to have the best milk production. So those are my goals. When Bella gets here, she may change those. Not my goals, but she may change the reality of my goals. So we'll see. But that's my goal.
Perfect.
All right, guys. Hopefully you guys found that helpful. Those are just some questions that Kyle thought of that he thought maybe you guys might be interested in hearing the answers to. So if there's any questions that you guys have that I didn't answer regarding pregnancy or fitness or anything, then shoot them our way. And
just comment below. You got to learn the whole YouTube thing. Just drop them below.
Oh, drop them below. Why didn't you say that then? Okay, drop them below and we will get them answered for you guys. Thanks for watching.
See ya. What was that?
Did you get it? Look.
Man.
Not pregnant? Well, bam.